Hey, I'm Dr. Adam, and over the last 4 videos, we've broken down the key drivers of health and longevity. But let's be real, most people don't think about longevity on a daily basis. Instead, you might think about staying energized throughout the day and just trying to keep your digestion on track and making sure that your workouts actually benefit your body instead of leaving you feeling drained and exhausted. So, longevity is not just about adding years to your life, it's really about making sure that you feel good during those years. And that comes down to 3 essential foundations of health. This is what we call your levels of wellness: what you eat and drink, managing your mind and sleep, and how you move and build strength. All right, so let's break these down. Okay, so first is food and drink. Now imagine this. You're already a person who's making an effort to eat healthy. You're choosing to eat organic when you can. You're mindful about carbs and try to eat enough protein. But even though you're doing the right things, you still hit energy dips in the afternoon and you still feel inflamed some days. Maybe your digestion isn't as solid as it should be. So here's why. It's not just about eating healthy, it's about eating strategically for your body and for longevity specifically. So even natural sugars like honey or fruit-heavy smoothies can keep you stuck in a cycle of blood sugar highs and lows if they're not balanced with enough good protein and enough healthy fats in each meal. So certain health foods that are marketed as gut-friendly or protein-packed might still be spiking your insulin and feeding inflammation. So when you focus on nutrient-dense whole foods, clean proteins, healthy fats, fiber, you're going to stabilize your metabolism. Omega-3s from foods like wild salmon actively protect your brain and your heart. Spices like turmeric have anti-inflammatory compounds that work better than some medications. And eating healthy is not just about avoiding junk food, it's about fueling your body with precision so that you feel strong, you feel energized, you feel balanced every single day. Okay, next level of wellness is managing your mind and sleep. This is your mental well-being. So you probably go to bed at a decent time, you probably avoid blue light before bed, and you might even supplement with magnesium or take occasional melatonin, but you still wake up feeling like you didn't get deep restorative sleep. Or maybe you feel wired but tired, your body is exhausted, but your mind just won't slow down. So this is where mental stress takes a toll. Even if you're checking the right boxes, you're eating well, exercising, trying to sleep, your nervous system might still be stuck in overdrive. So your brain and body need a balance between high performance and recovery. So if your mind is always processing, your body is always in a state of low-grade stress. That means more inflammation, higher cortisol, and worse metabolic health over time. The solution? Start prioritizing true mental reset time. Okay, it doesn't have to be an hour of meditation. It can be just 5 minutes of intentional breath work, a short walk without distractions, or even just learning to say no to things that drain your energy. Because when your mind is balanced, your body will follow. All right, the last level of wellness we're going to talk about today is strength and movement. So you might be someone who works out regularly or lifts weights. Maybe you get your steps in and you know that movement is important. But even with all that effort, some days your body might still feel sluggish. You'll notice little aches that weren't there before. You'll push through workouts, but your recovery just isn't as quick as it used to be. That's because movement alone is not enough. It's about moving in a way that supports longevity. And most people are either overtraining or undertraining. So if you're constantly breaking down muscle but not prioritizing recovery, your body will stay inflamed. If you're only doing cardio and skipping the resistance training, then you're missing one of the most powerful tools for blood sugar control and long-term mobility. So true longevity training means balance. It's strength training to build muscle, daily movement to keep your metabolism engaged, and recovery to prevent wear and tear. The goal is not just to stay active now, it's to make sure that you can move freely and powerfully for decades to come. All right, so these 3 levels, food and drink, mind and sleep, and strength and movement, are some of the most foundational elements of a long and strong life. And you don't have to overhaul everything at once. We recommend that you just fine-tune what you're already doing, one step at a time. And here's the exciting part. Soon we'll actually be introducing a simple way to measure your chronic disease risk levels without going anywhere, without complicated tests, and without guesswork. So stay tuned for that, because the more you know about your body, the more you'll know about whether what you're doing is working, and the more power that you have to optimize it. So what's one shift you're making today? Drop a comment below. And if this helped you, hit like, subscribe, and stay tuned, because we're just getting started.